Hey everyone, I know it's been a while since I've made a video on the channel. I apologize for that. I apologize that I haven't been making videos lately. I need to be doing them more often, I know. Just a lot of things have come up in my life, in my personal life, that, you know, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry it's taken me this long to get back on YouTube. I am sorry. Deeply sorry for that. I know, y'all were expecting me to play Alien Isolation all year. But I recently got a PC lately, and, well, that's been keeping me busy. Because I've been working on an animation. Yes, I've officially became an official SFM artist. An official source filmmaker animator. Working on my first multi-plat animation for, just for a, kind of like a, I'm making a video to the real fans of the indie horror scene. The ones that actually respect the material. Not to say that I'm not making it for the people that like my videos. I'm making it also for y'all too. But anyway, recently Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 just released a trailer. Now, I know what you guys are gonna say in the comments. Well, the comments that no one writes anymore. Nobody's been writing comments. I still wonder why. I know I'm a new YouTuber and you guys must be shy and whatnot. But hey. You know? Hey, why not? Anyway, here we have the Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 teaser trailer. Now, this is my first reaction to this trailer. I haven't watched it previously. This is something completely new to me. Now, obviously, I know what you guys are gonna say. Why are you recording this instead of recording Poppy Playtime Chapter 4? You should have done that ages ago. I know. I should have done PPT 4 before this. But I'm doing it before I do Chapter 5. Or the other number before 5. I don't know why I said 5. I meant Chapter 4. I know. I should have played Chapter 4 before I did this reaction. But I've already seen it in YouTube videos. Yes, I do watch other content creators on here. And, you get the point. This intro is already way too long, so let's just dive into this trailer. I can't wait to watch it. I'm really excited. This is gonna be amazing, guys. Ooh, can't wait. Ooh. So this is inside the labs. The prototype in the back. Ooh. So this is probably where all the toys came from. Dang. Dude. Whoops. Whoa. Shut up. Whoa. Oh, give me 1 second, guys. Let me go back. Okay, I went back to the video. Sorry, I accidentally clicked on Sheep Rampage's video by mistake. I can't cut that out. I'm sorry. I wish I could cut his hey special shout out to Sheep Rampage. Is no shade to you, Sheep. I don't want to put your content on my channel that's not mine without your permission, because that's illegal. You know what I meant by that? I'm meaning I don't want to put another content creator's reaction as like people thinking I'm reacting to two different videos. I'm not. Anywho, okay, we're gonna go through this trailer, you know, one bit at a time. I'm gonna slow it down. We're gonna go back through it. So let me. That's the wrong thing. So let me go playback speed. Like 35 times. Okay. That's a bit too slow. Okay, so it appears that we are going into the labs. So you can see there's catnap on the wall back there. You can see the smiling critters. I'm trying to see if I see Huggy anywhere. Not that I will or nothing. You know, not to say that he won't show up in the chapter, because he will, because the ending of chapter 4. But hey, you never know. You never know what's gonna happen. Anyway, let me turn this up a bit. Let me turn the speed up a bit. Like 35 times. Always a bit faster. Okay, so this kind of looks like the area that we left off in chapter 4. I don't know why I said we. Who's we? I haven't played Poppy Playtime chapter 4 yet. Yeah, I know. I apologize for not playing that before Alien Isolation. I was going to, but then I bought Alien Isolation first. Yeah. It was a mistake. Really, it was. I literally bought a game I could have bought at any time during this year. But I decided to buy it and play it then. Why? Wow. Well, I'm an amazing YouTuber. Abandoned the channel for like almost half the year. Only to come back when the time is right. Everyone loves me. But I appreciate y'all staying. I appreciate it. Okay, so let me do that. So, okay. So this scene is obviously the innovation wing. This is clearly the innovation wing. I know, people probably screaming at me through their phones, not in the comments, through their phones, saying, duh, of course it's the innovation wing. Poppy's above it. I knew that. I said that. I think I said that in like the first chapter, I think. The first video of the first chapter, I think. Did I not say that? I think I did. That's funny. So, okay, so clearly we're probably gonna see Braun, because I'm seeing Braun talked about on the poster right there. Braun is on. There's a poster of Braun right there. So either Braun is gonna have like a kind of like the experiment Braun is gonna have like a mini cameo, maybe. He's gonna have like a mini cameo. What do I mean by a mini cameo? As in, he's gonna just appear there, stare at you, and then disappear. He's gonna be the Boris, pretty much. He's gonna be the evil Boris that just kind of stands on the edge of the hallway, stares at you for a few minutes, and then starts walking away. And he's never seen again for the whole chapter. Basically, kind of like what the Ink Demon does in Bendy and the Ink Machine, Chapter 4, where he kind of puts his hands on the grate. You guys seen the videos. You guys have seen the episode where I have played through the entirety of the game. I want to do that one again. I actually want to play through it again. No, not for anything crazy, just for fun, you know? So here we see the prototype and some new goop, some sludge of some kind. It's orange. It's orange and purple. Is this like... Is this like orange and purple substance some sort of like doughy clone that they were working on but failed? I mean, it's purple. It's like an orangey purple. Is he working on like a Jello monster or something? Imagine if we see the prototype. Not the prototype himself. I'm saying like imagine we see like a new creature or monster, and then all of a sudden it's just this giant blob of Jello. That'd be kind of funny. That'd be kind of silly, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that just be kind of funny? The prototype hype raises up, and you just see this big blob jump down from the sky and attack you. Just see Doughy 2.0. It's just an entire Jello monster come to life. That'd be hilarious. We see paint cans back there and the prototype in the back. That's his back legs. So we're seeing like the same like crawling animation we saw in chapter 4, but in reverse. Instead of him walking to the right, he's walking to the left. So he's walking away from something. So, what is this slime? What is this sludge? Here it shows it's on fire. It's everywhere here. It's almost like... Wait a minute. Did they melt children in Playtime Co? Is it trying to tell us that they melted children corpses? This is clearly what it's trying to tell us. This is clear that it's trying to tell us that the experiments are made of melted child corpses. Like, not alive, not like they were, like, what's the word? Cremated. They were incinerated. I know some people are gonna be like, but that's not how flesh works. Flesh would rot and turn to ash. Yes, but not if the body, and the heat's right. It wouldn't cook and burn if the heat was low enough to make whatever's happening here. It kind of looks like mucus, like something went and sneezed all over the place. It almost looks like poo. Is this where... This is about to be a joke. This is about to be a funny joke, actually. Is this is the labs where all the toys barf up their food? They don't swallow it. They just They just pull a dang singularity from DVD and go blah 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 blah. Everywhere they just spit up blood and mush. That'd actually be hilarious. Dark but hilarious. There's a reason I say it'd be hilarious. Because to me it'd be funny. So, and then as it gets close, we see. Wait a minute. That's the Poppy poster from those fan-made videos. No way. No way. No way. Is MYTA Games the PPT videos that this guy made. Like, if you don't know who I mean, I'm trying to find him. Basically, he used them. This guy was responsible for making a fake. Well, I won't say fake, but basically they made ow, freaking foot. My foot's itchy. Okay, yeah, Matame Games TV. This person, Matame Games TV, has been making digital circus videos that are fan animations. He did one for Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. He did a cat tree's death scene, part 1. And made kind of like a fake Chapter 5, kinda. And if I go to Poppy Playtime Chapter, this is fake, by the way. This is the real trailer, by the way. But this guy made a fake teaser trailer for the game. He made a fake game for it. He made a fake game trailer for this. Basically, he made fan animations. And in one of the fan animations, he made a Poppy poster. Or not a poster, a cutout. That looked exactly like this one. I'll have to find it, though. I'll have to find it. Because it's somewhere. I know it's somewhere. Like, the reason why I say I know it's somewhere is well, see, and it says, and this was before they revealed the prototype in the game. These were not real ones, and there was a fake version of her cutout. I'm trying to find it. It was a fake Poppy cutout. Fake Poppy cutout video this person made. This person made one for Baby Long Legs, which Baby Long Legs was in chapter 3, but they never got a full introduction back. Well, not back, but they didn't get a full introduction into the game. They never got a full on cutout, is what I mean. But this Poppy cutout looks nearly identical to the fake Poppy cutout from the game. I'm trying to find that video, because I know it exists. I've watched it before. Just have faith in me. Though the start of this video was probably bad, was seemingly bad to some of you, probably. Oh my goodness. Here. Okay, so T O Y to my game, to mock games. Poppy cut out. Because this person made a load of cutout videos. The reason I'm saying that I've seen this somewhere is because there's a let me rephrase that. There is a video of a cutout of Poppy that literally says the exact same thing. What is it? What is it saying? The press me button. The buttons. The thing around the button says press me. I've seen it before. I've seen that cutout somewhere. If someone knows where this cutout is from, because I've seen it before. I've seen the Poppy cutout before. Poppy playtime. Poppy playtime. Poppy. Card. Board. Cardboard cutout. What? What? I know it's real. I know it's real because I've seen it. I've seen this exact model somewhere. Wow. I swear if we get Poppy Playtime Chapter 6, I will lose my mind. I mean, I kind of thought about how Chapter 5 is, and, well, the thing I'm glad they're not doing is they're not taking all the games and turning them into one single game. They're kind of doing a Garden of the Band thing, where they're doing them in game order. They're doing like a Five Nights at Freddy's thing, which I prefer, because you can just buy each one as it comes out. You don't have to wait for this buggy huggy thing. There's a Poppy one, Poppy.
But Ollie says that's boring. Hey, my name is Ollie. I'm Poppy's older sibling. Do you have brothers or sisters?
There's one with Poppy and Ollie. Obviously, we don't know if Ollie was a toy doll like Poppy, but this is mostly, this is crazy to me because I've seen this exact model on Mata Games TV. There was a video with a Poppy cutout. If y'all know what I'm talking about, leave in the comments saying, I know what you're talking about. Because I've seen this before. I've seen this exact cutout before. I've seen it. Either they just found this on a whim, because obviously, obviously, you can find things everywhere. He obviously didn't make this specifically for the chapter. This looks like it's made by some. Let me calm down. It looks like it was made by someone else. Not the trailer, the cutout. It looks too thick. I'm normally used to the cardboard cutouts of Poppy Playtime being flat. You know? That's what I'm kind of used to. But anyway, I'm sorry it took that long to finish the review. Make sure to like the video, Jacob. But as it's going in, it starts burning. You see? This is what I mean. It's pointing to the button. Maybe that's the official cutout. Wait a minute. So did what's their name? Did Mota Games freaking steal from Mob? Yeah, Mataya Games TV. Did they steal from freaking Mob Entertainment? I think they did. I think they stole from Mob Entertainment. Yes. Now this is not all the news that's here. We even got gameplay information to go over. So as the trailer concludes, the Poppy cutout burns away. Wait, if you listen, you can hear Huggy's like, and hear Huggy's screams. Does that say that he isn't gonna die? I hope Huggy Wuggy doesn't freaking die, period. Mob Entertainment. I swear, if you kill my buddy boy Huggy Wuggy, I will come after you. I swear. I am your biggest fan of your first chapter enemy. I do not want him to die on me. Please, for the love of God, please, do not let us kill him in cold blood, please. He already fell down an entire chute. He already fell down 5 stories. Well, 4 technically, but he fell down a 4-story tall. Well, not tall, but he fell a 4 stories deep pit of catwalks and escalators. or catwalks and conveyor belts. Well, it bashed his head in on a couple of pipes on the way down. Then he lost his arm because of us dropping a box on his head. I do not want him to die. Please. Please don't do this to me. Or any of us. I'd rather see Huggy live his life freely. Why? I'd actually want him to be set free. Now I know people hear me say that, be like, but he's a dangerous deranged monster that'll kill everybody. He wouldn't do it if you don't harm him first. You know, all these characters just deserve a hug. They're just kids. They don't know what they're doing. Like, they don't know what they're doing. Anyway, the poppy cutout burns. And we get a flash to the next chapter, which is chapter 5. And I like that they did it like chapter 4, where it showed us the 4 with the red around it, before showing us the poster of chapter 5. It says you can wishlist this game now on Steam and the Epic Game Store. I'm going to do that as soon as I go to Steam, which will be happening right now. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. I am now on the Steam page for Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. It is releasing in 2026. But we got some gameplay images to look at. Can I not go? Okay, I can't zoom in. But we got some gameplay. So our first gameplay looks... I'm sorry, but this is just a bad angle. I'm having to turn the phone up because so you can see it better. So let's go back to the first image where we see Huggy walking. Finally. Stop doing that. So we see Huggy Wuggy. I have to click it because it'll go to the next thing. So Huggy is walking towards us. It seems. And we're facing him. He's not away from... He's not... So it looks like we're actually fighting him in this. So here's the next screenshot of it. So we got some... Okay, so this is seemingly near the entrance up to chapter 3. Judging by the giant hole that's in the floor, it seems that, judging by the big old hole in the floor, yes, the hole in the floor, or in this hole up here that you can't see with my finger. Basically, this hole right here, there we go, that's better. So, now I can look at the images, so, I mean, I can't fix it. Anyway. So, here we see Huggy Wuggy's walking towards us, very menacingly. In a very menacing way. So, there's that. So, next scene is this area. I don't know what this area is, or if it's even a part of the labs, but it looks like it's the elevator from chapter 3. Maybe we go back... Maybe... You know what? That actually makes sense. Don't know why. Maybe Huggy Wuggy chases us backwards? Well, no. He's near the door, so why would we go this way? Why would we go forward? He would grab us and bite us. So, the next shot is what seems to be a new area. It's obviously destroyed, so this place is just falling apart. This place is just decaying. Okay, so there's not much to see here. So we are going up to chapter 1. Because this area seems very close to chapter 1. Basically, the Huggies pedestal. Where Huggies doing this in chapter 1. Or, in this case, this. So... So more destruction and ruin. So it would seem to be that maybe the prototype is part drill? Maybe? Because nothing like this would be able to make holes this big. And I like how they call this game DLC. Mob Entertainment. Why do you call Poppy Playtime's chapters DLC? When they're not even part of the main game? Why? You're goofy. Like, they're their own games. They're not even, like... I mean, I get it. When Poppy Playtime's finished, they'll probably put all the chapters together and make one game, but I don't know how they'd do that. They'd have to unlist all the singular versions from the Xbox version, and I'd have to play through the entire game again, which would be a fun video, actually. So, there's a new hallway. So obviously I'm going to add this to wish list. Now this is not the Xbox version. They haven't put the Xbox version on here yet. Like, what is up with this? Why does Steam automatically do stuff like this? It's not downloadable. Well, it's downloadable content in the fact that it's its own game, but it's not downloadable content in the fact that it's a DLC. It's not disclosed as a chapter. See, he says the purchase of this content includes only the 5th chapter. You must download the base game. Free to play this DLC. Why is it? It's not a DLC if you can't select it in the game. Like, do people like? I want people to be real with me. All you Poppy Playtime fans out there, okay? You have to agree with me on this, okay? The thing that drives me crazy with each Poppy Playtime installment is that on Steam, they call the Poppy Playtime chapters DLC. When you can't, when there isn't a chapter select in the game. Like, hello? There's no way to select chapter 1, chapter 2, 3, 4, and 5 in game. In the base game. You can't do that. So why say it here? So why even call it DLC? They're pretty much their own games. They are chapters, but they're their own games in their own right. They're not a part of the main game. Like, they're not a part of the first chapter selection at all. Like, there isn't an arrow where you can just click, 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 click. I mean, obviously, these will probably be integrated into the base game. Eventually. Once they get all the, chapters finished. Anyway, that's besides the point. So, it says, face off against the deadly puppet master behind the horrific events of Playtime Co. In the latest they use a different word for this. In the latest terrifying chapter of the Poppy Playtime saga, you are propelled further into the gruesome depths of the factory, with Playtime's security system Huggy Wuggy in hot pursuit. Abandoned by your only allies. Wait, what? No way! It says you're abandoned by your only allies. Why would you be abandoned by Kissy Missy? Why does it say abandoned by your only allies? What? I know Kissy Missy is technically still in block B6, but what? Your fight for survival gets all the more challenging as you race further into the abyss that is his domain. Here shadows whisper and the puppet master who lords over this realm. Mob Entertainment. I swear to the prototype. If you make this game so similar to Bendy and the Ink Machine, where it's a loop, I will never play these games anymore. If you make more chapters. If this is a loop, I'm gonna be pissed. There's already 3 games that exist that are a loop. They're in an endless cycle. That's Bendy and the Ink Machine. Well, technically there's 2 games, but there's also technically 3 if you count DD. If this game turns out to be another game where you're an ex-employee being tormented for all eternity in an endless loop where you cannot escape from, I will lose my mind. I won't be happy about that. There's a reason I say that, guys. I'm not saying I won't ever play Chapter 5. I will. I'm just saying if at the end of the game and it shows a door, it shows the doors to the Playtime Co. factory all over again by the end of the game, I will literally scream on camera in frustration, because there only needs to be 3 games that are a literal loop. That's Bendy and the Ink Machine and Dark Revival, not Ink Factory, because Ink Factory is different. Those 2 games, BTIM and BTIDR, can only be loop. You're in an endless loop. Well, in Dark Revival, it's a semi-endless loop. You do escape it at the end, but if you know what I mean. Because when it says this realm, I am automatically thinking that we're a mock-up, a creation of Lathe Pierre's. We're just an ex-employee that was built. Basically, all the toys are just hating a random toy or just hunting a random toy in the factory. Because they're instincts. What I'm trying to say is, if the end of this game is a lot similar to Bendy and the Ink Machine, where if at the end of the game we leave the factory, but at the very end it shows how a letter shoots through the door and we pick it up and it's the same letter from the chapter 1, I will literally scream my head off in that recording. Because I hate that some of these games are loops. Yeah, I'm serious. The reason why I say that is because Bendy and the Ink Machine is a loop. And at the very end of that specific game, when you meet Joey Drew, at the very end, it's basically you getting is you getting told to come to the old workshop. And then as soon as Henry opens the real world door, it opens to the front door of the studio again. And it continues on because in that game it's a never ending loop, okay? It's a never ending loop, okay? That's what it is. It's a never ending loop. And if Poppy Playtime follows that same daggum trope, I will literally scream my head off in anger, because I hate that is always the games that have that. Like I swear, it's mostly it's most. Let me calm down. Let me calm down a second. What I'm trying to say is that sometimes most of the horror games I play are you in an endless loop. You are in an endless loop. And when you get to the very end, you don't get to see the real world. You don't get to see the actual world that the game is in. You don't get to see skyscrapers and city blocks. You just see the same door you entered when you first started the game. Basically it's saying the game continues over and over and over again and never ends until Audrey shows up. If Poppy Playtime follows that same trope, so help me Jesus, I will get. I will literally be like how Corey Kenshin was with the ending of LN chapter, not LN chapter 3. What I say that for? Of Little Nightmares 3, where he like, you can tell in his eyes he didn't like that ending. Basically, spoilers. I haven't played 3 yet. By the way, don't know if I ever will. But basically, what I'm trying to say is that if this game ends the same way as Ink Machine did, I won't be happy. I'll be like how Corey Kenshin was with the ending of LN 3. When you watch his video, you can tell at the very end, when he sees Lo become a lost child, basically Lo gets stuck in the nowhere forever. Lo gets gets eaten by the nowhere, pretty much. She gets devoured by the nowhere. Basically, she loses her life to go through a mirror. She went through the mirror, basically alone. The guy with the crow mask, spoilers by the way, goes through the portal. She doesn't follow. She doesn't follow suit. She doesn't. She curls up, and then she just turns into clothes on the floor. Basically, she becomes a child that died to being alone. Yeah. Spoilers, by the way, if you haven't seen Little Nightmares 3, or the ending to that game, because I've seen it, and when I saw Corey's face, I was like, wow. Because that game always has a bad ending. The first game had a good ending. The sequels had bad endings. Yeah. It's sad. Because when I saw... Because in this bio for Chapter 5, when it says abandoned by your allies, I don't think we're truly abandoned. I think Kissy Missy will potentially make a return, maybe. We will have to see. I don't know. But obviously you guys saw my face change when I read the words of this realm. Because in Bendy and the Ink Machine, the Ink realm is Bendy's realm, where Bendy rules it. Basically, Bendy is the god of that realm, where he pulls the strings. And if the ending isn't you actually leaving the building, yes, I'm serious. Like you going back up to chapter 1 and actually going through the actual exit doors. The doors you came in from in chapter 1. So something similar to that. So, I mean, it's already 50 minutes, bro. Like it's only 50 minutes and now it's 51. It's 2 sec. Now this video will be like an hour long, I swear. If I keep talking, but anyway, who lords over? I think that word is meant to be rules over, not lords over, or looms over. Might be like a word typo. This realm pulls the strings of madness. You can stand against. Wait. Oh, it says, can you stand against evil? And finally put an end to this nightmare. Every bloody move. Wow. Every bloody move forward will test your will test your resolve as you uncover secrets years in the making. They put that in there for fun. I can tell the way they're wording it. They did it for fun. It says features stomach churning terrors await you. Ooh. So we're gonna see it. We're gonna see some brutal things in this chapter. Dang. In this new entry of the studio. In this new section of the studio. Studio? Why did I say... This new entry of the a section of the factory. I combined Bendy and the Ink Machine and Poppy Playtime together. Oops. As you uncover the dark works within the prototype stomping... Wow. Within the prototype stomping grounds, that wording is kind of, sounds like something else. In this chilling new layer of the playtime facility, you will encounter the tortured denizens living in the darkness. They may aid you in your quest to defeat the prototype. So it's confirmed. Hug Kissy's alive. That line right there says, you will encounter the tortured denizens living in the darkness. They may aid you in your quest to defeat the prototype. So this means we're gonna use Huggy. We're gonna use Huggy as the weapon. We're gonna use the original 3 villains from from every chapter. That confirms it. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. It says, but can they be trusted? So we are. Wait a minute. Are we gonna try to not to actually take control of Huggy, like as if we're gonna play as him? No. Are we going to try to command Huggy? Or the other experiments? Because when it says you will encounter the tortured denizens living in the darkness, and they may aid you in your quest to defeat the prototype, but can they be trusted? That tells me we're going to repair. I think that if I predict this right, I swear I'm gonna be a dang author, man. I swear, bro. I swear, I'm gonna be, dude. I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be a happy boy. Because when it says, can they be trusted, that tells me we're going to be trying to. This is gonna be a literal annihilation Earth situation. But in the Poppy Playtime universe. This is crazy. If you don't know what Annihilation Earth is from, it's from the 2012 TMNT show. Yes, I know bald knowledge. Thank you very much. So, basically, okay, here's my theory. We're going to try to get every experiment. All experiments. We're going to try to snap all experiments out of this, like, bind, if you know what I mean. You know, like, because, as you guys saw on the poster, it showed a human hand with all the toys next to it. And we were all wondering, I think I know what this means. This means everyone's returning. Not just Huggy, but Kissy Missy, Catnap, Mommy Longlegs, and Doughy the Dough Man. So I'm going to assume that we're gonna have to have a choice to make. Okay, I'm going to assume that in the next chapter, okay, there will be times where Huggy is coming after us trying to kill us. We can either let him do it, let him eat us, or there's gonna be a moment where he tries to grab you, but you can put your hand in his. You can do this. You can high five him. And that he'll like fix his brain. Because he's been a feral mind for years. 10 years. The orphan child inside of Huggy Wuggy has been a feral mind. And I know a feral mind can be changed. Yes, a feral mind can be changed. Look what Disney did to a xenomorph. Did the Xeno. Xenos are literally feral-minded creatures. They kill anything that's in their eyesight. So does Huggy. Well, in their periph. Huggy Wuggy does a similar task. So, oops, sorry. Hate alarms, man. I hate having alarms. They're stupid. If I didn't have alarms, sometimes I wish I could have, like, the sound play without the pop-up. Wait, I'm gonna figure out how to do that later after this video. What I mean by alarms, I have alarms for different time periods. Like, when I go to sleep, so. Anyway, anywho, so it says, but can they be trusted? Solve devious puzzles. So when it says devious puzzles, I'm assuming it means boss fights. So we're gonna be boss fighting a bunch of toys in this chapter. I will do more videos and more information's out, by the way, guys. Building up to the release of chapter 5. Almost said 4. And it says overcome dangerous environmental obstacles. So this means when it says environmental obstacles, that probably means that we're gonna be dealing with like the swingy things from chapter 2. So I'm going to assume we're gonna be dealing with Mommy Longlegs again, if we're having to deal with environmental puzzles. In puzzles, I think means plural. So I guess we're gonna be having everything, every single environment puzzle that was in the last 4 chapters. So what I mean by environmental puzzles is I mean like the green hand puzzle. Yes, we're probably gonna get the green hand back in this. The red hand, we have the red hand. Well, we don't anymore because we used it to make the Omni hand, but you get the point of what I'm trying to say. Basically, in the game, um, basically we're gonna get the red hand back, the green hand. We already have the purple hand. We need and the orange one. We have the blue one. So we're gonna get all the hands that we had in the last couple chapters. So green, red, and possibly a couple of new ones as well. Because we always have the grab pack, so we're able to swing across things. So that's one environment puzzle that's gonna return this chapter. Um, yeah. Basically, if y'all know what I mean, as with the power of the new grab pack tools and functionality. It says, as you reach the true rotten heart at the center of playtime, you will discover some of the company's gravest sins. Will you escape this new realm of shadows with your insanity intact, or will you succumb to the horrors within? 2021 to 2025. Reviews. Wow. So basically, this comes out so this is planned for 2026, and it looks this good. Like, we have Huggy Wuggy walking. I thought he'd be like running on all fours. Maybe we'll have moments where he will. Maybe. Or possibly going like that. Kind of like, he's not really running, he's like speed walking. And obviously, I know it probably won't be just him going la 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 la. Basically, him doing his normal chapter 1 run, like saunter on they did in chapter 1, where he's like la 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 la. Basically, where he's walking towards you slowly. Basically. What I mean by this is him just doing a faster, just a sped up version of his walk he did in chapter 1 when you open the exit door. That type of walk. Him just doing this, but faster. Him doing his normal like boom 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 walk. But you've seen what I mean in my first episode, so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am so excited for chapter 5. There will be a video on chapter 4. Don't you worry about that. There will be videos on chapter 4 later in the coming days. Again, I apologize for not making videos lately. I've been extremely busy. Like, extremely busy. With a lot of personal stuff. I've also been, busy with this animation I've been working on here, so that's been keeping me occupied. But again, guys, thank you for staying with me through this incredible journey in the Poppy Playtime universe. I will be doing episode 4 of Alien Isolation. The reason why I haven't been doing Alien Isolation lately is because I haven't really had time to play a long, stressful game like that. So, But so maybe after Poppy Playtime Chapter 4, I will return to that game. After that. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in my next video, which will be Poppy Playtime Chapter 4, Episode 1. And also, maybe an Amazing Frog video. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, guys. Peace, everybody.